There are powerful stories, legendary stories, and then there is the life of Mike Tyson. A life carved from the unforgiving streets of Brooklyn, fueled by trauma, shaped by iron discipline, shattered by tragedy, and rebuilt with a quiet strength more inspiring than any knockout he ever delivered. To understand the man the world calls Iron Mike, you must first understand the child no one expected to survive. Born on June 30th, 1966 at Fort Greene Hospital, Tyson entered a world already collapsing. His biological father, Purcell Tyson, disappeared so early he became nothing more than a name. The man who briefly stepped into the father role, Jimmy Kirkpatrick, walked out when Mike was 2. What remained was a mother, Lorna Tyson, carrying the weight of poverty, exhaustion, and 3 children through the harshest corners of Brownsville, New York. Life in Brownsville offered nothing except hunger, violence, and humiliation. In small, peeling apartments where refrigerators often held nothing but air, Mike learned how it felt to be overlooked. His lisp, oversized glasses, and shy demeanor made him an easy target. "People looked right through me," he later said, and before he could learn confidence, life taught him invisibility. His escape came not from people, but from pigeons, fragile creatures he kept on rooftops. Building makeshift coops from scraps, they were the first things he ever loved. When a neighborhood boy snatched his favorite pigeon and killed it before his eyes, something inside him broke. It felt like the world ended, Tyson said. In that moment, pain turned into fury, and fury turned into the vow that shaped his destiny. He would never be powerless again. That vow followed him into the streets, searching for belonging. He gravitated toward older boys from a local crew, known as the Jolly Stompers. They were not role models, but for a child craving significance. They felt like a family. Trouble followed. Arrest after arrest piled up until, by age 13, he had been detained nearly 40 times. His life was speeding toward destruction until one wrong decision unexpectedly saved him. After snatching a woman's purse, Tyson was sent to the Tryon School for boys, a juvenile facility upstate. The rooms were cold, the nights were long, and the visitor's room remained cruelly empty. For 9 months, he waited for his mother to show up. She never did. "I thought nobody cared," he later admitted, but someone eventually walked into his life when he needed it most. A counselor and former boxer named Bobby Stewart first spotted the young boy's frightening power and raw anger as he pounded a heavy bag. Sensing something rare beneath the rage, Stewart introduced him to the one man capable of reshaping his destiny, Cus D'Amato. The first time Mike Tyson walked into the dim, dusty Catskill boxing club, he expected rejection. Instead, Cus watched him in silence before saying the words that changed his life. "I believe you can be the youngest heavyweight champion in the world." Tyson later said those words struck him harder than any punch. Cus became far more than a trainer. He became a father figure, a mentor, and the first stable light Mike ever knew. Under his brutal discipline for AM runs, endless drills, and relentless sparring, Tyson evolved into a force the sport had never seen. But tragedy shadowed him. His mother Lorna Tyson died in 1982, and Cus followed in 1985, leaving him emotionally orphaned once again. Yet the prophecy unfolded exactly as Cus foretold. On March 6, 1985, at just 18, Tyson fought professionally for the first time and destroyed Hector Mercedes in under 2 minutes. The world had never seen someone so young, so powerful, so explosive. That year alone, Tyson fought 15 times and knocked out every opponent. He wasn't just winning, he was annihilating. And on November 22, 1986, at the age of 20, he defeated Trevor Berbick and became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history. The roar of the crowd that night should have been shared with Cus, but instead, it echoed through the hollow space where his mentor should have stood. Tyson continued his dominance, victory after victory, knockout after knockout. And then came the night that stamped his name into eternity. June 27, 1988, Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. 91 seconds. That was all Tyson needed to end the fight. The hype and the doubts. The world bowed to Iron Mike. But as Tyson's fame reached supernatural heights, his life behind the headlines spiraled. After losing Cus and his trusted manager Jimmy Jacobs, Tyson was surrounded by the wrong people. Don King entered his inner circle. Discipline faded. Chaos grew. He married Robin Givens, but their relationship crumbled under pressure, misunderstanding, and emotional turmoil. Cameras captured their pain, not their love. Tyson later admitted he didn't know how to save himself, let alone a marriage. A brief connection with Naomi Campbell came and went. Not in scandal, but in timing. Tyson's unresolved wounds shadowed every relationship he touched. Then came Tokyo. February 11, 1990, Tyson, unfocused and undertrained, faced Buster Douglas. The world expected a quick knockout. Instead, it witnessed the greatest upset in boxing history. Tyson fell in the 10th round, confused, searching for his mouthpiece, stunned by defeat. "It felt like a dream I couldn't wake up from," he said. But the nightmare deepened. In 1992, Tyson was convicted and sent to prison. When the cell door slammed, he said it sounded like his entire life closing. He served 3 years of reflection, regret, reading, and confronting the man he had become. Prison didn't erase his mistakes, but it forced him to face himself. "Without discipline, I was nothing but potential," he later said. When he returned in 1995, he reclaimed titles with savage efficiency, defeating Frank Bruno and Bruce Seldon. But the spiritual fire was dimming, and in 1997, during the rematch with Evander Holyfield, Tyson bit his opponent's ear, an impulsive act born not from strategy, but emotional collapse. The world condemned him. Fines, suspension, shame. The fall accelerated. By 2003, after earning over $400 million, Tyson filed for bankruptcy with more than $23 million in debt. His mansions, cars, tigers, jewelry, everything vanished. The king was now wandering through the ruins of his own life. Yet even in destruction, he found glimmers of love. He married Monica Turner, a disciplined, grounded pediatric resident. Their children, Raina and Amir, brought him moments of peace, but unhealed trauma crept back in. Infidelity fractured their marriage, and in 2003, Monica filed for divorce. Tyson admitted, "I wanted to be the man they needed. I just didn't know how." Later, he shared a tender, fragile relationship with Sol Zachidal, with whom he had his daughter Exodus. But tragedy struck on May 26, 2009, when 4-year-old Exodus died in a devastating home accident. Tyson was on a plane rushing to the hospital when she passed. "No pain on earth goes deeper," he said quietly. That loss didn't just hurt him, it reshaped him forever. In the aftermath of unimaginable grief, one woman stepped closer instead of walking away, Lakiha Kiki Spicer. Their bond wasn't built on fairy tale perfection. It was to wounded souls trying to hold each other steady. She saw the man behind the chaos. He saw someone who wasn't afraid of his storms. After Exodus's passing, they married in a small Las Vegas chapel. Choosing to face the darkness together, their children, Milan and Morocco, became the heartbeat of Tyson's next chapter. Milan trained relentlessly to become a rising tennis talent, with Tyson quietly supporting her every match. Morocco grew into a calm, thoughtful boy whose presence softened his father. Tyson learned to apologize, to show up, to stay present, to love without running. And as he approached his later years, his body began to remind him of the wars it had survived. Sciatica, knee pain, nerve damage, and a terrifying ulcer flare in 2024 forced him to slow down. He traded violent training sessions for meditation, stretching, and intentional movement. Doctors told him, "Your greatest victories now depend on protecting what you have left." Tyson listened. He rebuilt his life from discipline, not destruction. His Hotboxin podcast reached millions, blending wisdom, humor, and raw honesty. He invested in real estate across Nevada and Arizona, created wellness brands, appeared in films, and rebuilt his net worth to $25 to $30 million, not through chaos, but through consistency. His Las Vegas home is no longer a symbol of excess, but of peace. Art-filled rooms, meditation spaces, private gym, tennis courts, and quiet gardens. His garage holds a small, curated selection of classic and luxury cars, no longer symbols of impulse, but of appreciation. He donates quietly to youth centers, mental health programs, shelters, and boxing gyms across New York and Nevada, helping kids who grew up the way he didn't, seen, unheard, and searching for guidance. At 59, Mike Tyson shows us that redemption is possible for anyone willing to rise after falling. His journey proves that strength lives in healing, accountability, and the courage to rebuild. If his story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps powerful true stories like this reach more people. Thanks for watching.